Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Adriana, and today I'm hosting this one alone because today's interview is my supervisor Dale. Enjoy.
My name's Dale Miller. I'm the marketing manager at Preferred Airparts. I've been here 20 years, and when I started at Preferred Airparts, I had just come back from the East Coast working in Baltimore for a little while. Needed a job and had talked to Rick, and he told me there was a position open, so I came over and applied, and Ken Jr. offered me the job pretty much that day. When I started here, I started working out in the shop for a little bit, helped with some general maintenance and going to pick up airplane parts and different things like that. Didn't do that for very long, and then I moved into the sales department. Spent about a year and a half in sales, and the owners came to me one day and said that their father, Ken Sr., was needing help in the marketing department, and they wondered if I would be interested. So I took that position, and a couple years after I worked with him, he retired, and I took the marketing department over and have been there ever since. What I enjoy most about working at Preferred Airparts is definitely the people I get to work with. It's a great bunch of people. I know other people have said it's like working with family, but it really is. That and then just the different miscellaneous projects I get to be involved in. It's stuff that I never thought I'd work with in my life, but it's been educational, very unique, and I'm very blessed to have had that experience. One of my favorite projects that I've worked on since I've been here is one day I got something dropped on my desk. Somebody had donated a generator, an engine, and a big fuel tank that they had donated it to Samaritan's Purse. And I believe it was Brian brought that to me and asked me to sell it for him. I knew nothing about it. This huge piece of machinery just showed up here one day. So I actually had to do all the research on it, figure out that it was actually an engine off of a ship, like a cruise ship, that they used to power this private island. So I spent a couple months learning about that and finding people overseas who might be interested in it. Thought I was never going to sell it, but I ended up selling both pieces then, and the profit from that all went to Samaritan's Purse. So that was one of my favorite projects, just because it was something I knew absolutely nothing about. I've had a few challenging tasks and projects since I've worked here. Being in the marketing department, one of the things that I was tasked with was redesigning the website a few times, our shopping cart, back when the apps were popular, getting the apps designed and coded. So those have been very challenging. Another thing was the missions at the airport when we did those here, just organizing. There was so much, years worth of planning all for a couple days. Anybody who does trade shows knows that. Another really challenging thing, back in 2009, Rick and I worked on laying out how we thought it would be beneficial for Preferred to start doing trade shows. So to prove that to the owners, and then to actually put the work in and get everything ready for the booth, to design all that and have everything ready to go, that was a lot of pressure, not having done that before. But I had some friends that I reached out to that helped me through that and gave me some pointers. And then to actually go to the show and stand there and have the owners of the company walk up and not even be able to get to the booth because there's so many customers standing around our booth. Like, that was a big achievement for me. Like, that felt really good to have faith in something, that a project that you took on, and to have succeeded like that. And since then we've done trade shows, and they seem to benefit us very well. The advice I would give somebody who'd like to work for Preferred Airparts is be ready to work. It doesn't matter what your position is here, you will be asked to do many things. Obviously, if you're interested in the airplanes, having your IA or your A&P, those are very important. Go ahead, get those. But there's many different aspects that you can do in aviation without those. So definitely be ready to work, because everyone from the owners to HR to the supervisors, at any given time, we do just about anything that's required of us here. And that just goes hand in hand with having a family atmosphere. When somebody needs help, you help. So that's what I'd say, is be ready to work. Preferred Airparts has changed quite a bit since I've been here. Having 20 years in here, I saw it when we had maybe 13 people to now nearly 100. The different things that we've done, the changes in the buildings, the new hangars going up, the different aircraft I've seen, people coming and going. Aviation in itself has changed, and Preferred just keeps growing with it. And it's nice to see that the owners keep adapting to that and allowing the supervisors to do what they need to do to keep up with aviation. Something I would like customers to know about Preferred Airparts is the amount of parts we have. We've got over 14 million parts in stock, and from a marketing standpoint, like I've always said, my job would be so much easier if I could bring every customer here and give them a tour. You know, spend a day or two with me here. It would be so much easier, because I don't just have one product that I get to advertise. You know, with 14 million parts and the way our inventory works, you know, if we sell it today, we won't have it tomorrow. So I can't put a bunch of marketing on one item. So I would like people to understand how many parts we have. I've had guys show up here that end up working for us and used to order from us, and they're like, man, when I used to order from you, I didn't realize you had as much as you have. So I guess the biggest thing is I'd like people to understand if you need it, give us a call. It's worth a shot. My hobbies and interests, pretty much everybody who knows me knows that I like to be outdoors. From playing sports to coaching my kids in sports, hunting, I love. Fishing is a major passion of mine. Just about every weekend in the summertime, I'll be on a lake somewhere. That's really my passion, is just being outside. Anything I can do outside, I love doing. My dream job would probably definitely be in the outdoor industry. Hunting or fishing, something like that, either in marketing or some other aspect would just be, to me, that seems like that would be a great job. I guess what motivated me the most to stay in aviation, to really feel like I had a home there, was, I believe it was one of the first years, it might have been about 2011, I was in Michigan at a trade show, and I was just standing outside a hotel. I think I was waiting on the other salesman to go get a car or something, and this random guy just started talking to me at a hotel, and he started asking me who I was, what I do, who I work for, and I started telling him that I was in marketing for aviation. And apparently I had been talking for a little while, because the guy just started smiling at me and looking at me. And when I was done, he looked at me and he said, I can really tell that you love aviation and being in marketing, because you just light up when you talk about it. And to me, before that point, you know, I had always put my whole effort into working for Preferred Airparts, but it was still a job. And after that, I think it really changed for me. You know, some random stranger just pointed out how focused I was on that, and how much passion I put into that. And I don't think I really realized that myself. And it really motivated me even more to learn as much as I could, and to just give 110% every day, because it is something I'm passionate about. And yeah, so for me, that was probably a defining moment that kept me in aviation as long as I have been. I'm Dale Miller. Thanks for being a Preferred Airparts customer.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video of getting to know Dale. And if you're not already, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We'll see you next week.